Today, we're going to be talking about how to approach running your first 5K.
From 0 to 5K, why most beginners fail and how to do it right. Chapter 1, the misleading simplicity. Running looks simple. No complex equipment, no rules to memorize, no barrier to entry. You step outside and you run. That's why so many people choose it, to get fit, to lose weight, to clear their mind. But within the first few attempts, something changed. Your breathing gets heavy faster than expected. Your legs feel tight, almost resistant. Your pace slows down even when you try to push. And the question hits, if running is so natural, why does it feel so hard? So most people come to one conclusion: I'm just not fit enough. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is this: you're treating running like it's easy, when your body sees it as stress. And if you don't respect that difference, you don't build progress, you build frustration. Chapter 2, walking versus running, the hidden shift. At a glance, walking and running look almost identical. Same legs, same motion, same direction, but internally, they are completely different systems. When you walk, your body stays controlled. One foot is always on the ground. Your weight transfers smoothly from heel to toe. Your muscles work in a predictable, low-impact pattern. But when you run, that control disappears. For a brief moment in every stride, you are airborne. Your entire body leaves the ground. And when you land, your body has to absorb that impact. Not once, but hundreds of times. Your muscles, tendons, joints, all of them are suddenly under load. And if they're not prepared for it, they resist. That resistance is what you feel as heavy legs, quick fatigue, loss of rhythm. It's not weakness, it's your body trying to adapt to something new. Chapter 3, why most people quit early. Here's where most beginners go wrong. They rely on motivation. Day 1, they feel excited, so they run as long as they can. They push through discomfort, ignore their breathing, force themselves to continue. And for a moment, it feels productive, like they've done something meaningful. But the next day, their legs are sore, their energy is low, their motivation drops, and suddenly, running feels like a burden, not progress. So they skip a day, then another, and eventually they stopped completely. Not because they failed, but because their approach was unsustainable. They tried to build endurance without building the foundation first. Chapter 4, the smart start, building in layers. The body doesn't respond well to sudden change. It responds to gradual exposure. That's why the smartest way to start running is not continuous running. It's controlled intervals. You run for a short time, then you walk. You let your body recover just enough. Then you run again. This method does something powerful. It reduces overload while still creating adaptation. Your muscles begin to strengthen, your breathing starts to stabilize, your coordination improves, and most importantly, you build confidence. Because instead of surviving the run, you're completing it with control. Chapter 5, the energy you don't realize you're wasting. At the beginning, most people focus on distance or speed, but the real priority is efficiency. Small mistakes in form don't feel important at first, but over time, they cost you energy. Tight shoulders create tension. Uncontrolled arm movement wastes momentum. Poor posture makes breathing harder, so instead of moving smoothly, you fight your own body. That's why the basics matter. Keep your posture tall, with a slight forward lean from the ankles. Let your arms move naturally to support rhythm and balance. Relax your shoulders and release unnecessary tension. And most importantly, control your breathing, because relaxed movement is efficient movement. Running is not about pushing yourself to the limit on day 1, it's about building something sustainable, because the difference between people who quit and people who succeed is not talent, it's approach. The ones who succeed respect the process. They build slowly, they adapt gradually, they stay consistent, and that's what turns someone who tries running into someone who actually becomes a runner. Chapter 6, the plan. Why structure changes everything. Starting is important, but structure is what keeps you going, because without a plan, you rely on mood. Some days you push too hard, other days you do nothing at all, and that inconsistency kills progress. That's why a simple structure changes everything. Not complicated, not extreme, just consistent. The goal is clear: from where you are now to running a full 5K continuously, but instead of forcing it, you build toward it, step by step. Chapter 7, the first phase, building the base. The first phase is not about running far, it's about preparing your body. You train 3 to 4 times per week, and instead of continuous running, you use intervals, short runs, followed by walking. This allows your body to adapt without overload. Your muscles start learning the movement, your joints begin to tolerate impact, your breathing becomes more controlled. At this stage, pace doesn't matter, speed doesn't doesn't matter. What matters is consistency, showing up, repeating the process, letting your body adjust. Chapter 8, the middle phase, building endurance. After a few weeks, something starts to change. Running feels slightly easier. Your recovery improves. Your confidence builds. This is where most people either grow or fall off, because now the challenge increases. Your running intervals become longer. Your walking becomes shorter. Your total time increases. And mentally, it starts to feel harder again. But this is progress. Your body is being pushed just enough to adapt, not enough to break. And this is where patience matters, because endurance is not built overnight, it's built through repeated exposure. Chapter 9, understanding soreness and adaptation. At this stage, you might feel soreness, tight legs, heavy calves, fatigue after sessions, and many people take this as a bad sign. But in most cases, it's part of the process. Your body is using muscles in new ways, muscles that may not have been active before, so they respond, they adapt, they get stronger. The key is balance. Train, but allow recovery, because adaptation doesn't happen during effort, it happens after it. Chapter 10, support work, what most runners ignore. Running alone is not enough. If you want to progress, you need support work. Simple strength training helps your body handle impact. Exercises like squats, lunges, calf raises build strength in the muscles you rely on. Core work improves posture. Even something as simple as holding a plank can help stabilize your body while running. This makes your movement more efficient, less wasted energy, less risk of injury. Chapter 11, the final phase, becoming a runner. As you move into the final weeks, everything comes together. Your intervals become longer. Your confidence increases. Your body feels more capable, until one day you run longer than you ever have before, without stopping. Not because you forced it, but because you built it. That's the difference. Chapter 12, small details that make a big difference. Now the small things start to matter. Your shoes, they support your movement. Your running surface, it affects impact. Your clothing, it affects comfort. Even where you run matters. Flat roads, trails, grass, each one challenges your body differently. The goal is not perfection, it's awareness, because small adjustments create long-term consistency. Running a 5K is not just a distance, it's proof that you showed up, that you stayed consistent, that you trusted the process. Because becoming a runner is not about talent, it's about patience. You don't become a runner by starting fast, you become a runner by never stopping.